Hey there, Cancer. How are you? Welcome to Lady of the Unknown Oracle. This is Sophie. I am so happy to have you here with me. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I am so ecstatic you've decided to share some of your time with us. And if you are returning, welcome back. Thank you so much for your love and support. I'm so happy to see you again, my friend. So guys, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and jump right into your reading. This is a general reading. You can apply the messages in this reading to any situation that you are currently experiencing. This could be romance, it could be friendship, working relationships in the workplace. It could discuss your career, your finances, your life journey, your life purpose, spirituality. Wherever you are, the most important messages for the time that you find this reading is what's going to be clarified. If you're curious to see the kind of reading spread that I use, you can look at my past videos where I show you the actual spread that I use, plus the way that I tend to clarify the positions. Okay, we're just doing something a little bit different this time. We'll also pull an oracle card first, so let me know how you like it, okay? Let's see. And whenever you find this reading, guys, that's when it's most important for you to find these messages. This is not limited to July, just because I uploaded in July. Okay, so let's see. Let's get a card for you, Cancer. What's going on in Cancer's life? What is happening right now? What is happening? What is happening? What is happening for our sweet Cancer, please? What is happening for our sweet Cancer, please? What is happening for sweet Cancer, please? Okay, 2 cards wanted to come out, with Journey trying to poke out too. Okay, so let's see. Oh, Angel of Balance and Victory. Okay, with the card having wanted to come out was Journey as well. I put it back in the deck, but we'll put a pin in it. Angel of Balance is essentially temperance. Okay, so it's about this particular Angel of Balance is about inward balance. So where temperance can describe the energy of our lives in general and the kind of work-life balance, or just having all the different aspects of our lives, even if it's like friendship. For example, if we're thinking in the realm of connections, that can be broken down into romantic connections, platonic relations. It could be relationships with people that we work with, right? So that's one category. But we could be talking about all the categories in our life in relation to each other. So how our relationships balance out with our work, or how our relationships with other people balance out with our relationship with ourselves. So the way that you view balance can really depend on what aspects of your life are challenging each other right now. With Victory, though, this is a sense of, you have the little laurel leaves here, so when you think about the Olympics, right, the championship, the Olympic winners for their particular style, their obstacle, the winner gets the laurel leaves, the wreaths around their head, to show us it's kind of like a crown, right? So I want to say that on some level, make sure Cancer, that you're not resting on your laurels. If you have come to a point in your success where you are tempted to kind of overindulge, okay? Angel of Balance can also talk about overindulgence if you're not maintaining balance. Make sure that while you do have a lot to celebrate, make sure that you're not overdoing it either. Try not to sabotage any of the victories you've achieved by overindulging in alcohol, overindulging in egocentrism. It's easy to lose sight of what's important and why we partook in this journey, and get eaten up and overwhelmed by all of the success and all of the ego stroking that goes along with victory, right? There was a reason that you went through with this, and there's a reason why you were able to see through this process. The fact that the Angel of Balance is coming out makes me wonder if perhaps there's something about this recognition that may be tempting you to act out of balance. Okay, Cancer. It could also be vice versa. You haven't quite become victorious yet. You haven't gotten there yet. And it's because you are probably taking the wrong perspective. You're looking at your journey to victory in a way that, you might be thinking about getting to this point of victory by sabotaging people or by overdoing it. You might be trying to find out, is there a shortcut to getting to this end point. You're thinking about sacrificing balance in order to achieve something quicker. And for me, victory is very much a 6 of Wands energy, which talks about on the surface, right? So it's like for to get the immediate pats on the back, you're willing to go back a significant number of steps just so that you can hear somebody say that you did a good job. You know, but make sure the angel of balance is bigger energy than this victory energy. Okay, it's bigger in magnitude. Here we've got a 48, which is an 11, with 82 is a 10. Okay, or sorry, is a 12, right, which reduces to 3. And here we've got a 10. So the angel of balance, right, if we're thinking 3 numerically is the Empress. We're talking about you're probably in your energy right now of wanting to really see yourself expand in life. You want to see prosperity, abundance. You could be trying to get pregnant. You could be trying to create something new in your life in terms of business or finances, right? You're finally in a point where up until now it's been a matter of getting all your resources in a row. Now it's a matter of maneuvering your resources in a way that's going to facilitate finally this development of something that you've been trying to, you've been working on creating for a long time. Okay, you might be getting in the way of your own victory if you're trying to cut corners, so just beware, because there's a need for this angel of balance to appear here. Okay, this is a reminder to you to make sure that balance is holding fast, right? That you're holding fast to this balance in all aspects of your life, or in the many aspects that fall into any one of the sections that you are currently focused on. Okay. And I have to say as well, because this to me is a very Sagittarian energy, you could be connecting with a Sagittarius, or with victory. This is a prideful card, okay? Could be Leo. Leo or Sag, you could be connecting with here. And if that's the case, there's a need to make sure that you are in this relationship for all the right reasons. And if things are becoming unbalanced, or imbalanced, I should say, if things are becoming imbalanced, make sure that you guys are on the same page. If there is a lack of communication, talk about it. Someone may be drinking too much. Okay, someone may be drinking too much. So let's see, Cancer. What's going on with our sweet Cancer, please? Let's see. What's going on with Cancer, please? Okay. Cancer, please. Cancer, please. Cancer, please. I have a good feeling for you, Cancer. Money's going to be really good for you. Money is going to be really good for you. Under overarching energy, 2 of Cups. Look at that. Balance. Okay? For those of you where this is not describing a connection between you and another person, this is you reestablishing balance in your own heart space. Okay? That's where this victory lies, is in recognizing the power that you have within. It's achieving inner equilibrium. Okay? Okay, sorry. So you could be connecting with a Gemini, Virgo, or an Aries, okay? But you are absolutely standing in it. Don't, Cancer, you've been working on this for a long time, okay? You know what you're trying to create here. Don't allow how slowly it's taking for this to unravel deter you from the end goal. Don't do it. Because you know. Oh, 6 of Wands is here, what I tell you. You feel, you know what you've achieved. You made a big decision. You made a big decision. You know you're fated. Things are coming together way too perfectly for you to ignore the synchronicities. Your potential outcome is the 10 of Pentacles, guys. Okay? Oh my God. So, everything is looking up, Cancer. Everything is looking up. You're feeling the blessings. Okay? This has been a long time coming. This has been a long time coming. You've gone through a lot in the recent past. In order to get to where you are, you have had to make pretty big decisions, but nothing you can't handle, right? You know, you could be a little bit nervous about what's to come. You could be nervous about what's to come. And you could be connecting with a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sag. Okay, very strong Aries so far on the board. You could also be connecting with an Aquarius, someone who you feel very destined to be with. You could be connecting with a Cancer or a Pisces as well. Excuse me. You could be connecting with a Cancer or a Pisces as well. This person will take the limelight. Okay, this person, you'll know when you see this person, because if you'll know who I'm talking about, because this person will very much come off as the high priestess. This person will come off as either somebody who is very in tune with their intuition and with their emotions, or this is somebody who you, as the magician, you're in the magician energy right now. This is someone that you will feel is a perfect match for you. Okay, someone that you guys are on the same level, the same wavelength. Okay. But yeah, you're coming into this space, Cancer, where it's like, you know what you're capable of achieving. 6 of Cups, you've reflected on the past. You reflected on the past. You know what you're worth. You know what your time is worth, what your energy is worth. You may have made peace with your inner child. Okay? The pain from your childhood, if there was any. Okay, if there was any grief, if there was anything from the past that was anchoring you into the disadvantages or the shortcomings of your life, right? You've really made peace with it. You've made peace with it. And you're moving forward in your power. Overarching energy with is the 7 of Wands for the clarifying deck, okay? So this is fighting for what you believe in. This is fighting for what you've worked towards, what you've worked for. Your energy right now, see, be careful. Your energy right now is the Magician, clarified by the 2 of Swords. So this is you knowing you've got all of the tools necessary in order to manifest what you've been working on up to this point, but you are indecisive for some reason. You're not moving forward because something about the process either scares you or you question the obstacles that lie ahead. You're not questioning your abilities. You know that you're capable, okay? You know you're capable, and if you don't, you will. Okay, this is your energy. This is how you're coming up. So if there's any confusion surrounding your ability to overcome, that will be cleared very, very shortly. Because you're going within right now. You're indecisive. If you are questioning your ability to move forward, you won't. And if you're not questioning your ability, then you're not moving forward because you're afraid with this Knight of Pentacles that's challenging you. You're afraid. You're afraid that your lightheartedness, you're afraid that your excitement, that your friendliness, you're afraid that what you bring to the table is not going to be enough, Cancer. That's the problem. You know that you have the ability, but it's like you're almost wondering if too many people are going to get in the way of seeing you succeed. Now, the thing is, if you're connecting with this magician, you're not sure about them. Because the progress up to this point, the emotional offerings, in terms of what you guys can create together, whether it's a romantic relationship or otherwise, it hasn't quite sold you yet. Things are moving so slowly that you're not really sure if this person is being serious about this partnership. You're really not sure. This could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It could be a water sign as well, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Strong Cancer, Pisces here. Okay? But whoever this person is, it's like you know that the bare bones is there. You know all the resources are there. Everything that is required to make it happen is there. Like you guys, for example, both you and this person are decent individuals. This person's not, this person doesn't have like a back track record with relationships. There's no bad, doesn't have a bad reputation. This person seems to be very this person fits the bill for the most part. But the problem is their advances toward you are not enough. Like, you maybe want to be with them. In fact, you're very confident. But you are showing up as the Magician, and they are showing up as the Page of Cups, or they are showing up as the Knight of Pentacles, which means they may be very serious about making a commitment with you, but they are taking baby steps that are so small, you're almost not convinced that they're serious about this commitment. And this can be in a romantic sense. This could be in a business sense. Okay? They're just not making grandiose gestures, and you're just like, I don't know if I have time for this. Right? You're serious. Maybe they're still figuring things out, but they're a nice person. So you're like a friend, almost like they're just a friend, and you could see a future possibly, but they're not taking the risk. They're not giving off the sex appeal, the desire. It's just very innocent and almost like too cold, almost too like, I want to do things the right way, by the book all the time. Yeah, I know the way you're looking at me, but we can't go into that bathroom and do what? Shame on you. Kind of like that. I'm just saying. Don't judge me. I'm just saying. So anyway, High Priestess on your mind, Page of Pentacles. So on your mind, you could be thinking about this Taurus, okay? So for those of you where what's making this difficult is that you've got this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn who you're connecting with, okay? If this is a Capricorn who you're connecting with, or a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn that you're connecting with, this is somebody who is very much in tune with their intuition. This person is very in alignment with their station in life. That is to say, they feel very comfortable in their own skin. Okay, there's nothing about where they are in their life that scares them or throws them off course very easily. The thing is, though, this person, again, coming off as the Page of Pentacles, this is somebody who is not giving a very big offer, right? They're offering an opportunity to begin something new, but only in the way a student does. Like, they're still kind of unsure, like they're putting the time in and the energy in, but they haven't quite figured out what the end result is going to look like per se, not yet at least, right? This is someone who's still kind of gathering the resources. This is someone who has the potential to do a lot for themselves, serve a great, serve a community and do well for themselves, do well for the people who they're connected to. Right? This is somebody who is in your mind. This is someone that you're thinking about. Okay? But this is somebody, again, who is not offering you what you need to see in order to agree to this commitment. This could be romantic or otherwise. Okay? Cancer. If this is you, okay? If this is you, you are understanding something fundamental about the process and the way you fit in the big picture. You're understanding that you can still have the ability to make it happen and still be learning along the way. Okay, you're beginning to learn that those two things do coexist. You don't have to be a master in order to master things, master tasks, complete tasks. You can still kind of not know what the end result looks like and still do a really great job while you figure it out. Okay, in your heart with the Six of Wands, celebratory. You're feeling victorious, you're feeling celebration, you're feeling you might, this could be a sense of a reunion with the person you're connecting with. Again, very strong Leo energy here with the Six of Wands. But this is somebody, if this is someone that you're connecting with, this is somebody who you feel really good about. This is someone who you enjoy being with. This is a friend. This is a colleague. This is somebody who really, you guys have fun together, plain and simple, right? You feel really good about the relationship that you guys have. You might have hit a new point in your relationship where you've begun to really confide in one another, and you guys share your successes with one another, and you guys really, you trust each other. Okay, this is a superficial energy with victory and celebration, right? This is very on the surface, but I feel like because of the kind of effect this person has on you, there is a desire to want more. And it's like on a very fundamental level in terms of romance or in terms of partnership in general, for you to expand upon a foundation to become more serious and to increase the magnitude of this commitment. This right here, this milestone of friendship, this milestone of being comfortable with each other, even in a superficial way, this is extremely important. This needs to be present. You can't be in a commitment that's going to last the distance and not be comfortable being with each other in a non-sexual way or being around each other in a way where you're not always discussing work. You have to like each other in just a fundamental way, okay? So this is somebody, again, who is definitely a friend, someone who is very, really celebrates with you when you achieve things. This person is not the jealous type. This person really wants to see you do well. If this is not you and another person, this is you just feeling really whole, really complete and really whole in the grand scheme of things, right? You're feeling complete, you're feeling good. The problem is that you do feel kind of like, because the pace is taking a while, it's getting in the way of you moving forward. But in the end, I feel like you are getting into this place, Cancer, where you are exactly where you need to be. Two of Wands, Five of Cups. You made a really big decision here about grief, how to overcome grief, or a decision essentially to change your perspective. The Five of Cups here is this person that, they have the Three Cups drifting away, but they've decided to look at the Two Cups that are still standing. With the Two of Wands, this was a conscious effort that you made to make sure that, in spite of whatever was lost, this could be a relationship, a business partnership, money, whatever this was that you lost in the past, this was something that you were able to realize happened for a reason, and you decided that it wouldn't rule you. Okay, you decided it wouldn't rule you. If anything, you used this as a way to learn a lesson so that you could move forward. This is actually a really significant message here for I had also done a Capricorn reading where they had a similar message in their current. So I want to say, because the energy is fluid, okay, if you have Capricorn in your chart and you haven't quite gotten to this point where you're still trying, you got over an ending and you're trying to figure out exactly how that ending plays into the grand scheme of things, In the Capricorn reading, we definitely touched on life purpose and how important of a role it was for this painful ending that you've been going through, Cancer, how important that has played into you realizing your life purpose, or at the very least the thing in your life or the person in your life and the image in your life that you envision being in the future, and your connectedness to that. So if you have Capricorn in your chart and you feel like in terms of this reading for Cancer, you are still at the back end, you're still kind of recouping in the past, and you have Capricorn in your chart, go take a look at Capricorn's reading, because that will probably be better suited to what you're currently going through. And then I would say come back to this reading later once you feel like you've gotten past the past position, because then all of this confidence that we're going to be going into and all these new beginnings and blessings that we're going into, that will be more in alignment with what's going to be coming in. Okay, does that make sense? So for those of you going back to the Cancer reading, there was something in the past where you realized that what was more empowering was realizing what role this loss played in your life, and it's what's given you the opportunity and the honor of being able to recognize yourself and acknowledge yourself as this magician. Okay, now coming in, you've got the Moon, the High Priestess, the Lovers, and the Five of Swords. So with the Moon here, okay, this is your card, okay, one of your cards, Cancer, Pisces, okay. This is a very intuitive card. You are coming up as the Magician. On your mind is the High Priestess. So where this is not someone who you are thinking about, this is you putting your power, you are thinking about your potential, okay, as a High Priestess, someone who is very intuitively aligned, someone who is sometimes confused, right? You can't see through the fog, but you know what lies beyond it based on what you feel in your heart space, based on what you feel in your gut, right? You know what lies beyond the clouds. Even when your vision is clouded, even when your vision is kind of blurry, you know what lies beyond based on what you feel about the situation. So this is you again coming into your power, clarified by the High Priestess once again, so very intuitive. The Lovers, okay, so for those of you that are connecting with another Cancer or a Pisces, okay, if you are connecting with this Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, or this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but I'm seeing very strong Earth here. There's an Earth sign here, or even strong Leo, strong Sag, Aquarius as well. But essentially, if there's this person that you're connecting with, and this is at the forefront of your mind, is the connection. This is a divine connection. And the High Priestess being here shows me that either you are the High Priestess and you know that you guys are in a very strong soul tie, or the person that you're connecting with, Cancer, which could be a Gemini. The person you're connecting with could be a Gemini, or you could have Gemini very strong in your chart. There's something that you or the person you're connecting with is going to realize about this connection, how important it is, how the Moon talks about cycles, so this could be a relationship that is just in a reoccurring cycle where it's like maybe you guys are together and sometimes you're not. Or, I feel like overall, for those of you who are in a connection, this is someone who either you are physically separated from, or someone who you are just not speaking to about progressing the relationship with. Like, you guys could be friends, you sense a connection, but you're not actually acknowledging the connection as a strong connection that is not just friendship. You get what I'm saying? We've got the Five of Swords here too, so this is like a certain level of defeat. So I have to wonder if this connection has something conflicted at its core. Okay? There could be something really controversial about this relationship. There could be like an age difference, because again, as you are showing up as the Magician, they could be showing up as the Magician. And you've got the High Priestess here twice, so there's definitely a pair. We've got a soul pair here with the Two of Cups, but we've also got Page energy as well with Knight energy, Queen energy. So these aren't, these are age differences. This is like the difference between somebody who is in their 20s and somebody who is in their 40s. Something like that. Or someone who's in their 30s and someone who's in their 50s. Something like that. There's like a mismatch, a mixed match of life experience or age. Okay? And that could be where this sense of defeat comes from. It could also be, that the person you're connecting with is in a karmic relationship as well. Okay, this person's in a karmic relationship. Someone becomes awakened to the fact that you guys are a true pair. But what's defeating about the connection is that what's the point of recognizing that you guys are soulmates if they're already married, or if they're in some other commitment, right? It's that feeling of defeat. So it's like there's a confidence that comes with knowing, with knowing what this connection is, but at the same time, a certain level of anxiety or depression that comes over you, this defeat, where it's like, what's the point? What was the reason for you telling me that me and this person are supposed to be together, or that we share this strong bond? Like, what is the point, right? But overall, the point is, okay, the most important thing here, Cancer, is to just realize that you and this person are meant to be together. Don't let it rule your life. There's obviously some obstacle here at play, and you're not supposed to overcome it yet, because you are coming forward as the Magician. So your role right now is to continue your path forward. If there was something that you released in the past, let it stay there, okay, and move forward. Because while this could mean a challenging connection between you and somebody else who's already involved, this could also be talking about a decision that you have to make from your heart space. Okay, a strong decision that you know has to be made, but one that might face its own challenges. And I have to say here, this is a mental challenge. So for example, the challenge that this Five of Swords would pose between you and the person that you're connecting with, the controversy could be the age difference. It could be the fact that they are with another person. Are these impossible situations? Absolutely not. That is the whole reason why divorce exists, and that's the whole reason. You get what I'm saying? There are ways to maneuver through these situations. The things that stop us from seeing through the process of these particularly, hurtful, difficult situations is what we tell ourselves in our mind. It's the conflict we've got in our heads, right? So this is thought. Right? This is thoughts. This is a mental defeat. You think it before you even say it. You think it before you even do anything about it. Okay? So where this is not the relationship, this is something that is important in the grand scheme of your life, Cancer. This is a decision that you have to make from your heart space, that maybe it carries its own challenges with it, but this is your path. This is your path. It's a long path, because you see yourself as the star. So you see yourself as being fated to do this, destined. You feel like this, you are just doing what you're supposed to be doing on this journey. The star is the north, this is the North Star. This is when you're lost and you're looking for a way back home. This is the journey. This is your journey, Cancer, for you. This is unique to you. Your blessings, the people who you cross paths with. This is about where you're supposed to be. Clarified by the Five of Pentacles. Okay, you might be feeling kind of like, yeah, I'm on this journey, but to nowhere, right? You might be losing a little bit of faith here, Cancer. You could be feeling lonely. Financially, you may not be doing that well right now. That could be because while you're trying to stick with the faith and you're trying to do your best with what you've got, you're like, I still, though, like, I feel like I deserve more than what I'm making. I deserve more than what this is. Well, then my advice to you is, Cancer, because here's the thing. Do not forget what you are. Sorry about that, Cancer. But yeah, don't forget that you are coming through as the High Priestess and the Magician. Okay, you're coming in as somebody who not only has the smarts, right? You have everything that you need to know in order to move forward. You know everything that you have to know. The High Priestess is the keeper of secrets. This is somebody who is very highly educated. This is somebody who knows how to read between the lines even. Okay, this is not somebody who just is by the book. This is somebody who knows things and sees things in a way that other people don't. The unexplainable. This is someone whose imagination and creativity go through the roof, right? They can see potential and possibility, and they harness that. With the Magician, this is somebody who knows that they have everything it takes in order to bring into fruition and into creation those things that can be manifested. That they might look like a long shot, but you know what other people don't. Other people are telling you, well, you can't do that, and you're like, yes, I can. Well, how do you know? I just do. Watch me. Okay? That's how you're coming up. Okay? So just remember who you are. Okay? So every path comes with a price. Okay? Every gift comes with a price that you've got to pay. Okay? Now you might be feeling like financially you're in a rut, but your outcome, which is what we're getting to, your outcome is the Ten of Pentacles. So this rough spot is part of your path. This is part of your destiny. Okay? This is a test. Okay, this is not something that's going to be permanent. This is just a necessary. This is a necessary kind of like a. This is some downtime, but it's a necessary part of the learning curve. Okay, you see yourself as the Queen of Wands and the Emperor. You're commanding attention. You're commanding your environment. You're commanding your environment. You're commanding the space. This is somebody. If this is not you, Okay, this is not you, Cancer, coming in with your Aries placement, if you've got it somewhere, or Leo or Sagittarius, right, with the Queen of Wands. But if this isn't you coming through as a boss, as someone who gets the ball rolling, who not only has a dream, but also has the passion to use all the resources at your disposal to lead a team of people or to lead your resources into creating this thing, this opportunity, this relationship that you are looking to build, right? This is somebody who does embody those characteristics, who can help you get there. This could be a boss, someone who's not only a friend, but someone who does have the resources, someone who is willing to help you get to that next step. You have the opportunity, you have the ability to do it. But if you don't have the resources like this Emperor does, this is somebody who is in your environment who does and is willing to help see you through this situation. Okay, this could also be your counterpart. Okay, this could also be the person who you feel very connected to. They are an Emperor. They are definitely at work in their own life doing their stuff. But again, I feel a very friendly energy with them. This could be someone who you're thinking about partnering with, either in a romantic sense or not. But this is somebody who you could really have something long-term with. Okay, Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups, clarified by the Six of Swords in your fear energy, in your excuse me, in your fears position. So it's like you're afraid that this is as good as it's going to get. Basically, you're afraid that this is where it's all come to, right? Cancer, it's like, yeah, where I am is better than where I've been, but it's still not what I want, right? And you're afraid this is about as good as it's going to get. You feel like there was no way you could have stayed in your past position, in your past situation, the thing that you ended, right? That chapter that you closed, there was no way you could last another day, another week, another hour in that position, suffering the consequences of not doing anything about the toxic relationship or the toxic job or the lack of opportunity. Like you couldn't imagine a lifetime of that. But at the same time, you're like, but really, what have I gotten myself into? What have you gotten yourself into, boo? You got yourself into the Ten of Pentacles. So let's clarify this. Queen of Cups, that's you. Wow. Hold on. Interesting. Hold on. There we go. Okay. I don't pull that many clarifiers ever. You guys know me, and I really don't. But okay, so you've got the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so here's the deal. We've got the Queen of Cups with the Seven of Swords, the Page of Swords, and the Knight of Swords. Communication, thoughts, investigation, right? The Ten of Pentacles, okay, is all dependent on you taking charge of your future. Okay? In order to do that, you will have to overcome this aspect of yourself that feels like nothing can be done. Cancer, you are coming up as yourself. You're coming up as the Queen of Cups. Okay, you are coming up as somebody who has unconditional love for yourself and for everyone involved, everyone that's ever crossed your path. This is community, where this isn't family and money. This is a wealth of community, of service, of being surrounded by people who love you, who adore you, who support you. Okay? With the Seven of Swords, right, this is you kind of feeling like maybe it's not enough. But with the Page of Swords and the Knight of Swords, you discover the truth. Do a little bit more digging, Cancer. Okay, you're all about the heart. Maybe it's time now that you really go back in and kind of tighten up the coils a little bit. Make sure that you are looking at things the right way, because there's more here than you believe. There's more here than you believe. All right. This Knight of Swords could be an air sign that you are connecting with. This could be a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. You have Gemini here in your incoming energy. Okay. This is somebody who may have done you wrong in the past. Okay. This could be the failed relationship that coming in you know better. Right? Because they're coming up with the Five of Swords and the High Priestess. You could have found out their secrets and said enough is enough. And you move on from them. You might be tempted to give them the benefit of the doubt, but here's the thing, Cancer. You can love someone and not be with them. You can love them and not be with them. Okay? But regardless, there's a lot of air energy present. So either you're connecting with a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, okay, which is an energy that is still flowing through the entire reading. So this is someone who, if you share a past with them, you could either be moving into the future with them, or you left them behind, but you're going to be getting a similar energy from a new presence in your life. I don't feel like they're going to be toxic. I think if it's especially this Emperor or this Queen of Wands energy that's coming in, this go-getter, this person who's building something for themselves and doesn't really depend on other people's approval to do what it is they want to do in life, this is somebody who's going to encourage you to do the same. Because again, your potential outcome here is the Ten of Pentacles. This is someone who's going to encourage you to really enhance your skill set in order to get the kind of life, right? Be surrounded by the type of people, be surrounded with the type of abundance you've always tried to manifest. And you are the Magician, okay? Your current position here is the Magician, but you're hesitating because of something going on in your head, okay? We further clarified with the Page of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, and the Ten of Swords. So some major cycle is being brought to an end. I think your time of hesitance is going to be coming to an end. I think things in your life are going to connect in such a synchronistic way that you're going to realize there's really no reason for you to say no to any of the opportunities coming towards you. You're going to have faith in yourself. And again, this could have something to do with the fire sign that's coming in, Leo, Aries, Sag. Maybe not, right? But it's going to all be cognizant of this closing off of a cycle you've got imagined that's going on in here. Okay, this is the closing of a cycle with the Wheel of Fortune, but with the Ten of Swords, this is also thoughts. This is a very painful ending to something you've had kind of going around and around and around in your head. Further clarified, okay, by the Moon, Justice, and the Five of Wands. Again, this is internal conflict. The Moon is in your mind, okay? Justice is an overarching energy over the balance that's at play in your life. Something has to be cut out. And what do you give up? What do you cut out? Is this internal strife, right? You've got multiple desires maybe, or you kind of are hesitating because there are so many things you could choose from, or maybe people's opinions about the direction that you're going into has played a role in what you think success is supposed to look like, or what a good relationship is supposed to look like, or what it is you're supposed to want. But you cut all of that out. You cut out the differing opinions, whether they're all in your own head or whether they're being processed from other people into your thought processes. You're cutting it all out and reestablishing internal balance. You are trusting your intuition and knowing that this is just part of the bigger picture. And you're saying, you know what? I know that I'm on the right path, because what's the alternative? I stay back there in the past? No. This is really the only other place that I could possibly be in, and I'm here for a reason. Even though it's not exactly where I want to be, it's so much better than where I've been, and I have proved to myself that I can change and my environment can change, right? And so you're putting more faith in yourself, and you're closing off cycles that have really screwed with your head. You're putting aside people, relationships. Could be a Libra that you're connecting with. Again, this Cancer Pisces energy that's coming in. You could be closing off cycles with a Libra or just any one of those signs that have been, really just unfair to you. Maybe it hasn't been toxic yet, but it's the kind of connection that really has no business being at play. This could be being surrounded by people who really don't have your best interest at heart. They just like kind of feeding you garbage. Right? But you're busting through all of that. You're busting through all of the mental strife and all of the boundaries that you've placed on yourself, the doubt, the negative self-talk. You're busting through all of that and saying, you know what? Love conquers all. I love people. I love what I've dedicated myself to. I'm not exactly where I want to be yet, but you know what? This is the process. And one day I will get there. And when people ask me to recall how the journey was, I'll say it was hard. But everything that you want doesn't always come easy. The position that I'm trying to fill, the role I'm trying to play in my life, in other people's lives, overall, I know that a price must be paid, and I paid it. It was hard, but I did it, and I'm here, and I wouldn't take a single thing back. Okay. Overall, though, if this is a relationship, if there was a relationship that you've been dealing with up until now, I think there's a certain level of discontent or something that you believed was true about it that really isn't true. You're going to leave that behind. Unfortunately, if you're connecting with a Gemini, all this air energy is leading into endings. So this Gemini, possibly even an Aquarius as well. You've got Libra here too. You've got all the air signs here. You've got all the air signs. We've got the Lovers, which is Gemini, Justice, which is Libra, and the Star card, which is Aquarius. So we've got all three represented in major arcana. So if you guys are, Cancer, dealing with a Gemini, I'm seeing them being the source of either you've got fives associated with all of them, okay? With the Gemini, we've got the Five of Swords, which is somebody who defeats you, someone that makes you feel defeated. Maybe this person feels defeated, but I feel like you are standing in your power here. With the Star, with this Aquarian energy, we've got the Five of Pentacles. This person makes you feel alone. They might have even taken money from you. They might be threatening to take money from you. This kind of relationship has been a long time coming. If this is a relationship that you guys have really been fighting for, right? This is something that leaves you feeling empty, alone. This Justice, the Libra energy, comes with the Five of Wands, right? This is someone who you always get into frequent arguments with. This is somebody who doesn't meet you eye to eye. You guys are on two completely different pages. You're not even reading out of the same book, right? This is someone who just makes everything in your life feel so out of whack. So all of the air signs, unfortunately, Cancer, are really not aspected well in this reading. So if you're connecting with any one of these air signs, you know, this could be someone that you're connecting with, or somebody who is who has, or this is you, Cancer, as having one of the air signs very heavy in your chart. And again, this is really just, this echoes back, this wraps back around the fact that you are your own worst enemy right now. It's not that you can't do it, it's that there are aspects of yourself, whether it's associated with what you're telling yourself in your mind, whether it's the way you're looking at your finances, whether it's the way you're interpreting other people's opinions about what you're doing. You're processing it in a way that essentially screws your own decision making over. Even though you know what's best for yourself, you're giving other people the benefit of the doubt, right? You're allowing expectations from society, expectations from other people supersede your own knowing. And that's really doing more damage than good, because you know what you bring to the table. It's just not your time yet. Timing is still at work. You can see it with the synchronicities. Okay? Things are becoming easier, but the cooks are still in the kitchen. Okay, Cancer? They're whipping together your meal, but the cooks are still in the kitchen. You're doing this like, you know, kind of tapping the table, tapping your toes, looking at your watch, thinking that that's going to rush things, and it's not. Okay? The cook does not feel bad for you. The cook is only ready to come out of the kitchen when the meal is prepared to perfection for you. There's no cutting corners for this. Okay? So keep doing what you're doing. You've got an ally here. You've got an ally here. This Aries. Okay? This Aries, this Leo, this Sag. This person, this friend, right? This Taurus, Virgo, Cap, this fellow Cancer, this Pisces person, you know, you've got an ally here. In spite of what's happening to you internally, or in spite of what's happening with you and this other person, you have an ally here, a friend, a very strong friend who is your other half in a lot of ways. Okay? Find refuge with them. Seek their friendship. Have conversations with them. And take what they're saying to heart, because you guys are really, you know, you guys are on the same page here, and they're going to help you tap into your own strength and allow who you are to be the winner of this. You're going to win on your terms. You're going to be surrounded by people who support you, not because you manipulated them, but because they love you. They want to see you succeed, right? This is the kind of person that's really going to help you see the end of this in a way that just, it's because you were who you are. It's because you are who you are that brought this success, that brought this victory. You are who you are, irrespective of what other people tell you you're supposed to do or how you're supposed to be. It doesn't matter. You are the reason for all of this support, of this abundance. And you're going to feel so happy you never changed yourself to fit a mold. For what? The ending wouldn't feel as sweet. And this is something that's coming in for you. Okay? This is something that's coming in for you. Okay, Cancer? So you're going to be experiencing a load of abundance aspected with the Queen of Cups. I wonder if this is, you know, really community. You're going to be really surrounding yourself with truly honorable, beautiful, supportive people. Okay? And it's through their partnerships, okay, it's through this support that I feel you're going to receive any type of lack financially that you have been feeling. I feel like that is going to be recuperated. Okay, so stay authentic, stay true to the course, stay true to what this has meant for you, and I feel like you are going to realize that your authenticity is going to be the reason you are paid back in full for everything you sacrificed and everything that you've been through. It's going to be paid back more than you could ever possibly believe. It's gonna supersede, it's gonna exceed your expectations, I think, and you'll be pleasantly surprised. Okay, so my friends, we're gonna leave this here. If you'd like to join me in the extended, let's see, we'll do a best approach. Okay, see what your best approach going forward should be. And I'd like to see who this Emperor is. Okay, this ally, this Queen of Wands, this Emperor. This could be a witch of sorts, okay? This could be someone who very spiritually in tune, someone who I have a feeling when they see you, they're going to know that you guys are destined to carry on a certain amount of this particular next step of your journey, this next chapter. I feel like they're going to feel your camaraderie. They're going to feel that you guys are kind of doing this, right? You guys, this could be a partnership. This could be Doesn't have to be romantic. This is somebody who you guys are going to be able to like propel each other's success off of each other. I want to see more. Who is this Emperor, this Queen of Wands? If it does coincide with the Lovers, the High Priestess, right, the Magician, if this person takes on a different identity, the energies will come back and repeat itself. Okay? So for some of you where they're like, oh, I don't want to know about the Queen of Wands or the Emperor, I want to know about the Lovers. They could be the same person. I want to know about who this good person is, though. So if the Lovers is the one screwing you over, I want to know how to best equip you. Okay? What do we need to know about this good person? What good are they? What do they want to say? Right? How are they going to appear? I want to know about this person, and I want to see what your best approach is moving forward out of this situation where authenticity is kind of, it's difficult. You see it. You see that authenticity is extremely important, but what is your best movement forward in order to really empower yourself to move closer towards this 10 of Pentacles, which I see here you really, really desire and that you really, really deserve. Okay, so that's what we're going to go ahead and see, Cancer. All right, I love you guys so much. I am going to see you guys later. I will see you on in the extended if you choose to join me there, and if you don't, just know that I love you from the bottom of my heart, and I will see you next time. Okay, take care, Cancer. You rock. I love you. Mwah. And I will see you, baby. Okay, bye.